Good morning. It is TGIF Friday, June the 4th. You're with Heidi and Colette on the AM edition of First Local. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We have a winner yesterday from our Lego museum count.
Right.
And
congratulations.
Absolutely. It was Miss Tammy Lynn Bajero.
Yay.
Congratulations. She gets 9:15 and we're about 9:38 with the...
well done.
Yes, absolutely. So congratulations. You win a $5 gift card to Tim Hortons, which we will reach out to you after the show and make arrangements for you to pick it up.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. And Heidi and I like doubles and almond milk with a sweetener. So just saying.
We'll give you the gift card, but you got to give back.
Well, welcome to that wonderful addition or introduction. We are going to try and do those more often.
Yeah.
I don't know if we'll have Legos to count, but we'll figure something else out.
Sure.
Maybe we'll do a contest on how many times Craig's right or wrong. You decide on Monday, and by Friday we count how many times he was right or wrong.
Count how many times Heidi reacts to the voice in her ear.
Oh, that's another good one.
See, he didn't get me that time, but
No,
I
he
did just
didn't.
look at the wrong camera. So then there's that, right?
He didn't. Well, apparently this weekend is going to be nothing but beach weather. So I hope you're ready for a nice weekend of sun,
Nice.
and more sun. But we'll find out more with Craig coming up, and maybe we'll see if he's going to be correct. We've got some breaking news before we hit Craig this morning. You have an update on a missing person that was...
Yeah, we did report yesterday that Javon Rochetta had been reported missing. Happy to report he is now found. So safely located, no longer considered to be missing. So excellent news.
Yeah, absolutely. We're starting on Friday with good news and no fires.
No fires.
Yes, good. But we are talking about stop signs and drivers just, trying to ignore those stop signs around the city. So that's problematic. Dan Gray posted this yesterday, so I want to share this with you. Over the past few weeks with the nicer weather, Sioux Online has received many reports, which has led to our reporters noticing a disturbing trend. Stop signs being ignored. They're octagons. They're red. They're pretty easy to see. No, don't you think?
Yeah, I would say for sure.
Whether it's third line in People's Road.
Oh, look at that. Totally paused though.
Slowing down. Whether it's third line in People's Road or down by St. Basil's, the corner of Albert and Gore, or most recently Simon Avenue and Carboat Street, some people are just getting a little frustrated. In a Facebook post, East End resident Jen Blair showed a picture of her 6-year-old daughter standing on a picnic table holding a sign which read, "Stop at the stop sign." Very smart little girl. Towards the drivers who transit east-west on Simon. Jen says she even has people stop after blowing the sign, but people in the neighborhood think it's okay to repeatedly blow through these stop signs. The crossover street is a straightaway, no stop or yield. She's witnessed number of incidents there, and she had a guy circle back and park outside the house yesterday after blowing through a stop sign, almost hitting someone. So she yelled stop. So Sioux Line was invited to spend some time yesterday afternoon near this intersection, and within approximately 25 minutes, they observed 7 out of 11 vehicles that failed to make a complete stop at the stop sign. 2 of these vehicles didn't even attempt to stop. So problematic for sure.
That is problematic. Yep.
One of the commentators on her post seems to be, it says it seems to be a big issue. It's a very serious problem in Sault Ste. Marie. They believe it's due to lack of visible enforcement and have lived in that area for about 29 years and have seen people be ticketed only maybe like a handful of times. So this is going to be brought to the attention of the city, and our own Daniel Gray will be following up on it.
What is the fine for blowing a stop sign, I wonder? I'm going to look that up, I think, in commercial break.
Yeah, that's a good question, Heidi.
I'd like to know.
We will look into that by the end of this show. But I guess Mr. Diva Father Nature is ready to update us on how wonderful this weekend will be. Over to you, Craig.
Looking very nice, Colette. Even starting with today, we're going to have a very nice day today. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say today is probably going to be the best day of the next 3 days because we don't see a lot of cloud coming in during the day, but we definitely see a lot of sun and definitely see some warmer temperatures. We'll go to the radar, show you we really don't have anything in our neck of the woods to worry about. We have some passing clouds here and there, no precipitation at this point. We do see something developing late tonight into the overnight, maybe lasting into the morning, of maybe a pop-up thunderstorm or some pop-up showers, but nothing severe at this point. We'll take a look at the 12-hour forecast for you, and this is what your day is shaping up like. We were at 11 degrees just a little while ago. We are currently now at 14 degrees for your morning, and we're going to warm up pretty quickly today, where we're going to see 27 degrees by about 3 o'clock this afternoon, and then we're going to start seeing the clouds kind of fill in during the evening. Most of our evening is going to be fairly nice, actually. Light winds and just seeing some clouds fill in, and then we have that chance of a thunderstorm late this evening into the overnight. Temperatures still pretty cozy for your evening. I'll be back at just a couple more minutes with your full forecast coming up. Right now, let's send it back to Colette and Heidi.
Well, excellent news, Mr. Huckerby, excellent news. We are going to talk about the Amber Alert that was received well into the evening last night, and Ontario easing restrictions on long-term care for the residents. I know last week they were able to go outside, keep a distance to see some family members, so that's great news. We have a couple men charged with robbery and possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose.
That's right.
So we are jam-packed for this next hour on your Friday, and we'll be right back after this brief but very important commercial message.
First Local, supported by Gary Chervinsky, Exit Realty, Lake Superior. Buying a home is a big decision, so is choosing the right agent. Call Gary Chervinsky, broker at Exit Realty, Lake Superior, 705-257-5432. First Local, supported by YDoc Detailing. Call YDoc Detailing at 249-356-6688 to book an appointment for detailing or paint correction services today.
Hold it, young man. There seems to be a speck of dust on your lapel.
That sort of thing, you'll be perfect for the chef.
Oh, well, in that case, I do that sort of thing.
Only I'm not going out in public dressed as Zorro. Afraid it'll blow your cover?
Don't click it, Mike. It's a scam.
Oh, hi, Voice of Reason. It looks legit.
Don't click. Listen to your voice of reason before you act.
I deleted it.
Canada.ca/bscamsmart can help.
Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings. Well, I forgot where I was for a moment. I know, I know, right? You are here with Colette, looking bright and fantastic in her finery.
It's a cover-up. I'm extremely tired and ready to go home.
So yeah, we're going to get right into some COVID numbers because there's nothing to report once again. We have not had a new case since Tuesday, June the 1st. So, and before that, we hadn't even had anything since the Friday prior. So things are definitely trending in a better direction. So I'll just hit the rolling totals again. So at this point, we've administered 145,924 tests, out of which we have confirmed 393 cases. Now, the number of cases active in the community in the region of Algoma has dropped by 1, so we now only have 5 active cases. We still have 3 non-Algoma residents in hospital being treated. We have resolved 388 cases, and we have screened 102 cases positive for variants of concern. So, Provincially now, yesterday reported 870 new COVID-19 cases and 10 additional deaths. Fourth consecutive day with a daily increase of fewer than 1,000 cases. The province yesterday reported a test positivity rate of 2.8% for the second day, or a second straight day rather. The last time the positivity rate was lower was on March 12th, so some time ago.
Nice.
Just like 10,000 years. There were 34,277 tests completed in the last 24-hour period. Hotspots rolling up to 225 new cases in Toronto, 167 in Peel, and 49 in the Porcupine Health region. Wow, that's a... Okay, yeah. Well, no, it's just usually it goes into Hamilton and those sorts of regions. So it just kind of startled me to see Porcupine stuck in there with Toronto and Peel. But anyway, province reports another 1,563 resolved cases, which, you know, effectively dropping the active case count. So resolved cases have now outnumbered new infections each day since mid-April. So excellent, excellent news.
Absolutely. Just in time for the weekend.
Yes.
Just in time for the weekend.
Let's see if we can't boost those numbers. Yes.
Remember who you're with so you're not unknown. That's all we're asking this weekend. I think I made an error. Why don't you skip over to that missing person that we
that's right, yes. So the Sault Ste. Marie Police Service is requesting public assistance to locate missing 34-year-old Janine Recollet. She was last seen in Sault Ste. Marie at the end of April 2021. She is described as 5 foot 3 inches tall. She weighs approximately 130 pounds. And anyone who has any information on her whereabouts is urged to contact Sault Ste. Marie Police Services at 949-6300. That's a long time to be missing.
Absolutely. Well, we've had some great luck with our missing persons returning, so our prayers are with their family.
For sure.
Okay, so as you know, out of Kamloops, we had that big story. Now everyone is calling, not even Indigenous First Nation communities, but everyone in Canada seems to be taking a stance, asking the federal government, please look into all residential schools across the country.
Sure.
Okay, well, last night, Ottawa says it's not liable for cultural damage caused by Kamloops residential school, according to their court documents. Clayton Peters, 64, he sits on the lawn of the former residential school he was forced to attend at 10 years old in Kamloops. The federal government is heading toward trial on a class action lawsuit seeking reparations for the devastation residential schools inflicted on First Nation cultures, languages, and communities. The claim was originally part of a broader lawsuit filed in 2012 and by several First Nation communities. And this claim it hasn't gone anywhere. And they're saying, the federal government is not responsible. So far, 105 First Nation communities have signed on to the lawsuit. And it goes on to say that all other litigation related to the residential school era involved compensation for individuals who suffered abuse and harm. The federal government in court filing denies any legal responsibility. Now, later on in the show, I'm going to touch on our very first Prime Minister of Canada and his role that he played in the residential schools as well. So that'll complement this a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And I was quite shocked to read that when it came through last night.
Yeah, no, I'm not...
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't anything to say. I am stricken dumb.
Absolutely. Now, you did walk past Algoma University the other day.
I did.
You passed that beautiful memorial that they have put out with the children's shoes.
Yes, and I did. Yeah, I did walk past. And it's kind of in and of itself. It was quite overwhelming because you start by just kind of. You see it, but then you start to see the individual tributes, and you understand in that moment that, so I did take some pictures. So forgive me, I am no Dan Gray, but I did try to capture, some shots, just because, when you're there. like I said, you're impacted by the overall, like the vastness of the tributes, but then you start to see the individual pieces, and it dawns on you, that this represents, each and every one of those 215 children, some of them as young as 3, and then you try to equate that on a level like, if you are a parent or you are in a parenting role, what must that have been like, to just have your baby taken and, to never really know what happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like I said, forgive my crude photography, but I did try to capture some of it. I even flirted with like the panoramic setting and things, but it just, no.
Well, I think you did a great job. And
Thank you.
If you are looking for a nice walk to take this weekend, I suggest you walk by, you know what I mean? And just pay homage.
Yes.
Pay homage. Okay, what else we got going on? Oh,
well, there was that Amber Alert, right?
Amber Alert,
So, Amber Alert was issued, would have come out on everybody's device.
Yeah.
Amber Alert was issued for an 11-month-old little girl out of Ottawa, last seen in Ottawa early Friday. So around 3:50 a.m. at the request of the Ottawa Police Services, officials issued an Amber Alert today for Abby Mathusi. It is alleged in the Amber Alert the girl was abducted from the area of Pinecrest Road and Carling Avenue around 1:55 a.m. by a woman named Miriam. Ottawa police reported in a tweet that the baby may be, quote unquote, with the woman who was initially identified as her grandmother. However, shortly after 6:30 a.m., Ottawa police issued a correction that investigators do not believe Abby to be with her grandmother. So Abby was last seen with her mother on Thursday in the same area she was taken early Friday, police said. So Mathusi is described as being around 2 feet tall, weighing around 20 pounds and having short black hair, brown eyes, with a feeding tube in her nose. Last seen wearing a navy blue Montreal Canadiens onesie. So Miriam, the individual in question, is described as being 70 years old, around 5'6", weighing 130 pounds and having gray hair. She was last seen wearing a winter coat. Initially reported that the two might be traveling in a silver vehicle, but an update released by Amber Alert Ontario removed the vehicle's color. Global News contacted Ottawa Police to get more information about the incident, but there were no updates immediately available. And of course, we are going to be following that story as well as Global. So anybody who has seen Mathusi or Miriam is asked to call 911 immediately.
Yeah, we will show that picture again before the end of the show around 8:30. We like to go back to the top of the hour of the news, just in case you missed something and just tuning in. We will get back to you. I'm just going to skip ahead with it when I was talking about how the federal government says, they're not responsible. It's funny because Ottawa councillors also released something yesterday urging federal government to rename Sir John A. Macdonald Parkway. As you know, he was part of the $10 bill for a while.
Yep.
3 Ottawa city councillors representing wards where the Sir John A. Macdonald Parkway runs parallel to the Ottawa River. They are urging the federal government to change the name of the road. Now, when they officially changed it to John A. back not too long ago, maybe about 10 years ago, it cost $60,000 to replace 3 road signs. So, in a letter to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau yesterday, they say federal government should facilitate an Indigenous-led consultation process to rename this parkway, which bears the name of Canada's first Prime Minister, as soon as possible. Now, Macdonald's ties to this is considered an architect of the residential school system, where over more than a century, some 150,000 First Nations, Métis, and Inuit children were forcibly sent by the government-funded church-operated schools, where many suffered abuse and death. The letter says the ground-penetrating radar specialist discovery of unmarked graves believed to contain remains of 250 children at a former residential school revealed an urgent need to recommit to the project of reconciliation, which we have discussed before. But I just wanted to kind of focus about John A. Macdonald renaming the road and changing that. The letter also referred to the Ottawa River as the territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe. So who knows what's going on with that? Federal government saying they are not responsible, but yet some counselors are saying, yeah, you are. So,
well, I mean, responsibility notwithstanding, it certainly is spurring some action even locally, right? I mean, Algoma University, built on the grounds of a former residential school, they will be launching a probe as well, examining their site for any indication. I mean, because we did actually have my friend Christian on social media said something about that, that there is a cemetery. So it'll be, I'll be watching that for sure with interest, because this is certainly a significant discovery in our country's, our nation's history. So.
Absolutely. Now, yesterday we did have a comment on Facebook that we didn't get to, I think it was a little bit later, was Rick Fall, and he was and his wife Colette, who is spelled the same way as Colette, and they are running from Thunder Bay and back for a great cause. So we're going to follow through with Rick and find out where he's at. And we've got, like I said, some rules and regulations around water safety, which is important because this weekend's going to be super hot.
It's going to be going wild.
Right. So Heidi will have that information for you as well. So stay tuned because we have a lot going on this hour. We'll be right back.
First Local, supported by James Seaton, Mortgage Specialist. Your new home doesn't come with mortgage advice. I do. Call James Seaton, Mortgage Specialist, RBC 705-975-1519.
705 Sports with Jacob and Colette, Fridays at 4 p.m.
Do your part to help stop the spread of COVID-19. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. Cough into your elbow, not into your hand or in the air. Avoid touching your face, eyes, and mouth. Keep your distance from people. Stay at least 6 feet away from others. If you're feeling sick, please just stay home. Do the 5 and keep others alive. Help stop the spread of COVID-19.
Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings. I've had enough coffee. I now know exactly where I am, so fantastic, right?
Amazing.
It's got to be stoked automatically. Colette and Heidi here to give you some updates. I did say that I was going to investigate the fines associated with failing to stop at a stop sign and correspondingly have done so. In Ontario, it is known as disobey stop sign. So, drivers are required to come to a full and complete stop at stop signs. That's why it's red and the white letters say stop. So you stop. And if you don't stop, the fine attached to a stop sign ticket is not the only penalty there. The stop sign ticket has 4 different penalties. Number 1, 3 demerit points. Number 2, a fine of $110. A conviction gets registered on your driving record for 3 years. Your insurance will increase, and determination of fault in accident cases becomes more, it becomes bigger. Okay, it's enhanced. So where a driver is convicted of disobey stop sign, the traffic ticket is not the only thing that you have to worry about. So stop at the stop signs.
And not to mention T-boning this next person coming through.
Well, I was just going to say, right? You could hurt somebody. You could hurt yourself, you know. You're driving your vehicle. You don't want to wreck it being stupid. So stop.
No, you do not. How about the one at Albert and Gore, which I guess had a traffic light, and then a bush in the way to see the stop sign? I was at that corner not too long ago, and a car just went straight through Gore, went right through the stop sign. So I was witness to that. Okay, you have the blue box at home, right?
Yes.
Recycling.
I do.
I don't know if I have a mental block on this. I know that we can't recycle Tim Hortons cups.
That's right.
Right? But I always seem to be like, oh, that's the glass one. That's where I put my cardboard. Well, and vice versa. So I don't think the government are very happy with me lately. But Ontario has updated the Blue Box program to be phased in starting in 2023. Ontario has finalized the plans to expand the list of items accepted in blue boxes as it moves to standardized recycling programs across our beautiful province of Ontario. Environment Minister Jeff Urick announced the government has concluded consultations. I wonder how long those happen for. You know? What should we put in? What shouldn't we put in? What should we take out? And we'll move forward with a plan that has been in development for years. It will standardize the Blue Box program across more than 250 municipalities and shift the cost to operate from communities to waste producers. A move it estimates will save $156 million a year. Urick says the program will also now mean additional items will be accepted in the Blue Box, including plastic cups, foils, trays, and bags. So there you go. Single-use items such as stir sticks, straws, cutlery, and plates will also be permitted in blue bins under this new proposal. Very exciting. Very exciting stuff.
They weren't permitted before?
Well, the Heidi and Colette permitted. The program will be phased in starting in 2023 in Toronto, London, Kenora, and the town of Hawkesbury. So if you're in those locations, get yourself ready. The province will also expand Blue Box services to more smaller and rural communities with populations under 5,000.
Okay.
How many is in Bruce Mines?
Bruce Mines, no.
I
significantly less than 5,000. I'm going to say that. So, and I didn't live in Bruce Mines.
I know you went there to party.
No, I wanted to get there to party. I couldn't get there to party.
Did you party at Bobbers?
Well, no. Have you been to Bobbers?
I have been to Bobbers. They make great pie.
Yeah, but it's not really what you'd kind of hail as a party. I mean, they did have a really great, oh God, what was it called? There was a place right on the waterfront, like in this old, it had formerly been like a single family dwelling, but I can't believe I can't remember the name of that bar. No. Oh, I think you could get food because, you know, you have to be able to serve some food. Okay, Bruce Mines, what was the name of the bar on Taylor Street?
Looks like you have another Google happening over the commercial break.
Okay. Yes. Well, and the other thing I was going to say about the recycling, and I kind of wondered if I should say anything, but if you've ever observed when they come and collect it.
Yeah, I know where you're going with this.
I am not familiar with exactly what happens, but they just seem to all, like, you know, we dutifully separate. You got paper, you got your metals and your glasses on this side, and then they just come along and dump it, like all together, just dump it into the side of the truck. So
who's right, who's wrong?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe there's like a further division within, but Kim. Kim's not even from Bruce Mines, but she's from down the line-ish.
Yes.
It was called the Bayview. The bar was called the Bayview.
Well, thank you, Kim. Thank you very much. You saved Heidi doing
it was a good time. There we go. So not Bobbers, Bayview.
Bobbers is still great. Anyways, opposition critics have slammed the government for taking too long to implement the changes, but Urick defended the timeline as realistic. Anyway, it is what it is, and it's coming down in 2024. Maybe we can throw our Tim Hortons cups in there by then. Who knows?
Yes.
Absolutely. Yes. Okay, over to you.
Okay. Here I am, minute and a half left. Okay. Well, that might give me enough time to talk to you about being safe on the water, because it's going to be a nice weekend. It's going to be a nice steamy summer, so people will want to be frolicking about on the water. So whether you are using a motorized watercraft or you are standing on top of a paddleboard, there are some recommended rules and regulations that must be followed. I have posted that to the website, but in summary, yes, persons under 16 years of age may, well, I can't, no, this is too big. I can't do it in a minute and a half. I really can't.
Okay, well, you can start and come back if you want.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so, all right. So the police have sent out these reminders anyway, and they are saying that with regards to personal watercraft, so these are the motorized vehicles, okay? No persons under 16 years of age are permitted to operate a PWC regardless of whether or not they're being supervised. So you must be 16. The operator may face a fine of $125, and the owner who allowed the operation may face a fine of $305. Okay? Now there are also horsepower restrictions that apply according to age. So, and this is where it gets a little confusing for me, because they're saying that nobody under the age of 16, but then they go into age restrictions and they say under 12 years of age may operate a boat with up to 10 horsepower. So maybe it's different. They're talking about jet skis versus motorboats. 12 years of age to 16 years of age may operate a boat with up to 40 horsepower. Under 16 years of age, regardless of all supervision, and that individual under 16 will not operate, there it is, a jet ski, a Sea-Doo, or a wave runner. So boats are different than those personal watercrafts are significant. 16 years of age or older, there are no horsepower restrictions. Okay, of course, reminding everybody, zero tolerance for alcohol or drug consumption while underway, and life jacket or personal flotation device compliance is required. Impaired operation on the water carries the same fines and penalties as if you were driving a car on the highway. Okay, so you are recommended to contact 911 should you observe anybody and you have reasonable grounds to suspect that they are impaired. So yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a lot in that, so I'm not going to come back to it probably, but you know, if you do plan on frolicking and having fun in, on, and around the water, please do go check out this article, because it's chock-a-block full of great reminders.
Chock-a-block. I like that. I like that. I like that. Okay, well, we're going to talk a little bit about Principal School Boards question Ontario's plan to host outdoor graduations.
Yes.
Last year it was the same thing. I know my son graduated from grade 12. The school, Cora Collegiate, was awesome at coming by, putting a little sign there, taking pictures. But yet again, anybody who's graduating from, I don't know, SK to 1, grade 8 to grade 9, grade 12 to post-secondary, unfortunately will not have their the typical graduation ceremony. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Stay tuned. We have social media, news at the top of the hour, and we are back with Craig Huckerby after this break.
First Local, supported by Gary Chervinsky, Exit Realty, Lake Superior. Buying a home is a big decision, so is choosing the right agent. Call Gary Chervinsky, broker at Exit Realty, Lake Superior, 705-257-5432. Do your part to help stop the spread of COVID-19. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. Cough into your elbow, not into your hand or in the air. Avoid touching your face, eyes, and mouth. Keep your distance from people. Stay at least 6 feet away from others. If you're feeling sick, please just stay home. Do the 5 and keep others alive. Help stop the spread of COVID-19.
Just once in a while, at parties and stuff. If that's what your kid says, they'll probably also tell you that it's not a big deal. But that's no reason not to talk about it. You could tell them that you think that's a good thing and that you're really happy they don't use it that often. Then ask them why. Maybe deep down they know it's bad. They just need your help realizing it. From there, it should be pretty easy to drop off the hint that their brain is still growing and that they shouldn't smoke pot. At least not until they're older.
Visit drugfreekidscanada.org for more tools to help start the conversation.
When social distancing, remember, stay at least 6 feet away and wear your mask. Help save lives.
Oh, welcome back. It is Friday, June the 4th. You are with Heidi and Colette on this AM edition of First Local, the only place to come to for all your news in the Algoma region. We are going to throw back to Craig quickly and find out what is going on. He's got a long forecast for us this morning. Let's go, Craig.
Thank you very much, and here we go, heading into the weekend, and it's looking pretty nice, especially starting with today, where we're going to see mainly sunny skies and warming temperatures. We'll take a look at the radar. Really, there's nothing showing up yet. We don't really have any system in play over the Great Lakes. We do have some disturbances off to the west that we have to watch because we could pick up a thunderstorm again later on tonight. We'll take a look at the temperatures for today, and nice and toasty at 27 degrees here in the Sault, 21 in Wawa, 23 in Timmins, and 26 in Sudbury today. So definitely feeling some nice warm summer weather today. As we take a look at the systems map for today, this is how we draw it. We have a double warm front coming in. So we're going to see this one, and that is going to push in some humidity for later on today. Today we should hit 27 degrees. It's going to feel closer to 32 degrees. So not a big amount of humidity, but that is going to build into the weekend because we do have some thunderstorms to worry about for Saturday. So this is what we look like for the day for today. Mainly sunny skies. We do see that chance of a thunderstorm rolling in late evening, maybe into the overnight period. 27 degrees, as I said, it's going to feel like 32. 31 tomorrow, going to feel like 35 with more humidity with a mix of sun and cloud. And again, we could start the day with a thunderstorm on Saturday, then clear out to a mix of sun and cloud. Same story for Sunday, a mix of sun and cloud, temperatures around 30 degrees. And we continue to see those 30 degrees into our work week next week, right until about next weekend, where we start to see a little cool down to seasonal values. So it's looking pretty nice for another whole week of summer weather before summer's even here. So we can't really complain. That is your weather right now. We'll be back at the end of the show for an update. Right now, let's send it back to Heidi and Colette.
Thank you, Mr. Huckerby, on this fine Friday. Okay, how about a factoid?
Factoid? Oh, they're kind of tiny today, so I have 3.
Oh.
Which one will I go with first?
Number
Pick 1, 2, or 3?
Number 1. I have
Number
to go in
1.
order.
All right.
It would make me crazy if I didn't go in order.
June 4th, 1992, young Elvis beats the old Elvis. Look it.
Oh, okay.
Still a beautiful man. However, the public voted 3-1 in favor of the postage stamp featuring young Elvis Presley as compared to old Elvis Presley. It is estimated that 124 million of these stamps were produced and purchased and held onto by collectors.
Well then, Elvis the Pelvis strikes again.
I don't know, because he did that comeback special, I just keep thinking of the black leather outfit, but, that was kind of like a gray area where, he was older than young Elvis, but still could hearken back to young Elvis. So, I don't know, maybe it was just the leather, I'm not sure.
I don't know, maybe just a hound dog.
Maybe. All right, well, let's pop into social media.
Let's do it.
Margaret McKeag beats everybody to the punch.
Nice.
She says, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Margaret. Always lovely to see you. Bev Beecham, or Beauchamp, depending on how you pronounce it, because there are both out there. Capital letters, good morning, beautiful ladies, and happy Friday. My favorite emoji, some hearts. We've got the little blowing a kiss emoji, a yellow heart, and a scintillating heart.
Scintillating heart.
Bradley, hello, Bradley. Bradley let me know that his training gig is almost completed. So maybe this means that it is completed if you're watching right now. So it's good to have you back.
Absolutely.
He says, good Friday morning with 3 exclamation points and my favorite emoji. Craig Huckerby, today I get stabbed in the arm instead of the back. Excellent. Well, you'd like to think that you won't get stabbed in the back, but hey, buddy. The day is young.
I know. What's he counting out stabbing in the back for? That's still early.
And he's little smiley emoji, very modest. Okay. Ooh, a new name, Carrie Wortman.
Hi, Carrie.
Hello, Carrie. Welcome aboard. Happy to greet a new viewer. So thank you for watching. And she says, or he says, I'm not sure, because Carrie is one of those names, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
Happy Friday. And our Lego block counting winner, Tammy Lynn Badgerow, says, good morning to all. Hope you have a wonderful Friday with 2 cups of coffee. Wish I had one more, but yeah. And
it's
a
one
sunshine.
of those mornings they're winning Tammy. Yeah, oh my God.
Evelyn McColeman.
What's wrong?
Well, I know a McColeman. His name is Rick McColeman, and I'm just wondering if there's a connection there. Anyway, Evelyn McColeman is a new name for me. I'm not sure about you, Colette. Do you?
No.
No? Okay, well, nice to have a new viewer then, Evelyn. Thank you. And she says, good morning, ladies. Enjoy this beautiful weather. Yes. I have full intentions of doing so. I have many robust plans for the weekend.
Love it. Hundo P.
Judy Varco says, good morning, ladies.
Hi, Judy.
Looking forward to listening to you every morning. Have an awesome weekend. Well, thank you very much. I like to be included in people's plans, so that's fun. Thank you. Steve Childs.
Uh-oh.
HFYL. HYHAGW. Yes. Happy Friday, young ladies. Hope you have a great weekend.
Oh.
Right back at you.
We are getting very good at this.
All right. Marilyn Trumbull says, good morning, everyone, with 4 exclamation points. We've got the thermometer with the mercury rising.
Yes,
we have a sunshine with a face. I hope you all have a wonderful sunny day. You too, Marilyn. 2 cups of coffee and 2 might be roses. Bradley. We're missing our dad jokes, but Bradley is happy to supply the deficit.
Okay.
He says the only thing flat earthers have to fear is sphere itself. Okay. That was Colette. That wasn't me.
That was me. I do.
But I can be moved to snort on occasion.
It's not very elegant that I do that.
Well, whatever. I mean, it's a wonderful expression of mirth. I like it.
Thank you. Heidi.
So, yes, my mirthful friend. Giselle Tchaikovsky. Now, there's a name, right?
Yes.
Mike, are you connected to Giselle?
Do we know a Tchaikovsky?
Oh, I'm not married to her, no. She's going to kill me when I get home, but oh well.
She will.
No hot tubs for you, Mon ami. All right. Good Friday morning, she says, with a winky smile. 3 cups of coffee.
TV News. Supported by YDoc Detailing. Call YDoc Detailing at 249-356-6688 to book an appointment for detailing or paint correction services today.
Leonard Thompson. 13 years old, diabetes mellitus, 65 pounds.
Starve the child to let them live? The treatment's as cruel as the disease. It's a death sentence.
Dr. Banting.
This could be it.
He's the first to receive this trial.
But will it save him?
It's not pure enough.
So we try again. And again. And again.
Before the discovery of insulin, diabetes was a death sentence. Banting, Best, Collop, and McLeod's breakthrough has saved millions of lives. Leonard Thompson's was the first.
705 Sports. Supported by Gary Chervinsky, Exit Realty, Lake Superior. Buying a home is a big decision, so is choosing the right agent. Call Gary Chervinsky, broker at Exit Realty, Lake Superior, 705-257-5432.
Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings with Colette and Heidi. Apologies for the technical difficulties, and we'll remind you that Mercury is retrograde, which affects electronics and can result in all kinds of shenanigans. Unfortunately, you did miss some of our spontaneous, really funny stuff. And we can't reproduce that because when you're in the moment, like it's pure magic, and any attempt to duplicate or replicate would be false.
Futile.
Replication is futile.
Well, I'm going to hit some news for a little bit, okay? So new residents who come to Sault Ste. Marie, they are being offered an incentive to move and work here. As a ski pass, a canoe, running or biking equipment, these are just some of the choices offered to new residents who move to Sault through the city's unique Adventure Pass initiative. Now this will begin in, I guess, June 2021. And I feel like I didn't get one. I think it should be retroactive in about a couple of years. But anyways, whatever. As part of the ongoing Welcome to Sault Ste. Marie campaign, the Adventure Pass will be available to new residents who relocate to the Sault. The pass option highlights the incredible amenities and quality of life available to residents here. Newcomers can discover exciting attractions and activities all around our great city. The Adventure Pass contributes towards an outdoor adventures, activity, or equipment, and they may include a cross-country ski pass, a snowmobile pass, a downhill ski pass at Searchmont, cycling equipment from a Sault Ste. Marie bike store, hiking, running, or camping equipment, a day's guided fishing, a biking or canoe tour. So lots of great stuff. The one pass per household is available to new residents who have moved to the Sault after June the 1st, 2021 for full-time work. The value of the pass will vary depending on what they choose, but roughly be around $500. To apply for the pass and view the eligibility criteria, please visit welcome2ssm.com. So if you are new to the Sault, welcome. It's a beautiful place to live and several beaches to hit, and I'm going to be doing that just this weekend. Yes, I am. What's wrong?
Well, I'm just like, what if you were previously a resident, then you lived in Toronto for 14 years, but then you made the choice to come back, and you stayed.
Well, I'm sorry, Heidi, unless you did it on June the 2021, it doesn't matter, because that's just it. Sorry, babe.
Details. Okay. So, attaching to our, mini celebrations with regards to the numbers, consistently trending in the right direction, we did touch on the fact that, even locally at the F.J. Davy home, some of the residents are enjoying, increased freedoms. And to that end, thanks to the high level of vaccinations in long-term care homes and improvements in key public health indicators, Ontario is now formally allowing long-term care residents to enjoy more social connections with their loved ones. So that's huge. The changes will take effect this upcoming Wednesday, June the 9th. So working with the Office of the Chief Medical Officer of Health, Directive number 3 has been updated, as well as the Ministry of Long-Term Care's Visitor Policy and Guidance document, which is posted at the top of Sault Online. So the province continues to actively monitor COVID-19 activity, particularly in this significantly vulnerable sector. So the health and safety of residents and staff, including their mental and emotional well-being, continues to remain a top priority. So good news.
Absolutely. Okay, we have another local hockey hero, and his name is Connor Toms. Sault Greyhounds General Manager Kyle Raftis is pleased to announce the commitment of the 2020 draft pick, Connor Toms. He is a native to Sault Ste. Marie and was Greyhounds' second pick, taken 44th overall in the 2020 OHL Priority Selection presented by Real Canadian Superstar. I like to say the sponsors like that because I feel it's cool. Connor can mobilize offense from anywhere on the ice due to his composure and elusiveness with the puck. This, coupled with his elite skating ability, allows him to be proficient in his two-way defender. Connor is going to be a huge addition to our blue line for years to come, and quite frankly, I can't wait for the Greyhounds to start. So OHL, look out for Connor Toms. In 19 games with the Junior A club, Toms tallied 4 goals and 14 assists, and he's also the son of a former Greyhound, Jeff Toms, who, when he played for the Greyhounds, won a Memorial Cup with the team in 1993. Connor also produced 6 multi-point games during the 2021 season as a Thunderbird, and we are so excited to get to see another Connor, C-O-N-N-O-R, see? All great hockey players are named Connor, like my son, in the next season. So we wish him well. Congratulations.
Excellent. Locally, on June 2nd, officers with patrol services charged 27-year-old Caleb DeMoore with possession of a weapon for dangerous purpose. around 10:47 p.m., officers responded to a call of two men fighting in the 200 block of Turner Avenue. Upon arrival, officers located one man in the area who was holding a canister of bear spray. He gave the canister to officers and was treated for minor injuries by EMS. As officers were investigating the call for service, they determined the man had provided a false name, as he was later identified as the accused. So he was arrested, charged with possession of a weapon for dangerous purpose, identity fraud with intent to avoid arrest, breach of recognizance, and breach of probation, held for bail court. I don't know why I find that so funny when people just offer up a random name. What's your name? Frank.
Well, before we head to another commercial, we want to talk to you about a man who was charged with robbery yesterday.
Yes.
On June the 2nd, officers with patrol services charged 55-year-old Wayne Quinnell with robbery. At around 9:30 in the morning on that day, the accused approached a woman known to him in the 0 to 100 block of Old Garden River Road, struck her multiple times, stole approximately $400 in property, and left the area. So officers located the accused at around 11 a.m. later that day, again on Old Garden River Road. He was arrested and charged with robbery only. Now, we did discuss that yesterday when he had physically assaulted a woman, like where that charge went. But anyway, he was released on an undertaking, but will appear in front of the judge on July the 5th. And I think with that, we need to hit a commercial break. We're going to come back with more social media. Don't go anywhere. Another factoid and several other awesome news stories. Oh, and Craig, that guy Craig too. We'll be right back after this break.
Let me fix you something to have for dinner. Oh, no, I never eat. I just nibble. Well, if you're still hungry, there's half a chicken in the refrigerator. Not anymore. That's what I nibble.
If you believe some of those paintings people were doing, then you can do it. If you're not doing it, pick up a brush and join us, because you really can do it. There's no secret to this.
There's something in this picture you're not seeing. It's called radon, and it's a naturally occurring gas. You can't see it, taste it, or smell it, but it's the leading cause of lung cancer after smoking. Radon can leak into your home undetected through cracks or gaps in the ground floor. Make sure you're safe from the risk of radon exposure. With a simple test, radon leaks can be detected. Visit lung.ca to learn more about how to protect your home from radon gas.
705 Sports, supported by James Seaton, Mortgage Specialist. Your new home doesn't come with mortgage advice. I do. Call James Seaton Mortgage Specialist, RBC 705-975-1519.
705 Sports with Jacob and Colette, Fridays at 4 p.m.
Back, it is Friday, June the 4th. You're with Heidi and Colette on this morning edition of First Local. Okay, going back to Rick Fall, he did make a comment yesterday that he is halfway back. So Rick started in Vancouver. He's making his way to his hometown of Sault Ste. Marie. We have been following him. I know Josie Fegan, our amazing reporter and wonderful woman, and power to the chicks here at On TV. She's doing a great job. She did an interview with Rick and his wife, Colette, who is Rick's biggest fan, and they are on their way back. Now, they are running for a cause with regards to... sorry, Mike? Oh, okay. So, he is now in Regina, I apologize, and his wife is his biggest fan, and they are raising funds and would like you to, help him out. So we will be following Rick on his way back to Sault Ste. Marie for Children's Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Excellent.
A great cause.
Worthy,
huge.
Yeah,
absolutely. And man, his calf muscles must be just growing. That's a lot of walking, don't you think? I think so too.
Yep.
So Rick, we will be waiting for your arrival back in Sault Ste. Marie. And now I do believe you're going back to Craig Huckerby. Is that what we're saying? One more time? One last time. We'll give Craig one last time for today.
Thank you very much. And yesterday we reached a high of 26.4, just in case you're keeping track. Today we may break an old heat record, which was set in 1967 at 28.9. We're looking for 27. We could easily hit 28.9, so we may match that heat record. We'll take a look now at the outside shot. This is what we look like right now. A beautiful morning here in the Sault Ste. Marie with the St. Mary's River and the harbor there. It's a beautiful day, light winds, temperatures right now at 15 degrees. We'll go to the 12-hour forecast. Just to recap, we have hit 15 degrees right now, and we are heading towards 27. We could hit 28.9 later on this afternoon, and then we're going to hold off on those thunderstorms until the overnight now. It looks like right now that they're going to take their time to get here. If they do develop at all, they're going to hit during the overnight and last maybe into our morning for Saturday. Then we're going to start seeing some clearing, so the weekend's looking pretty nice. I'll be back at 5 o'clock with your next weather update. Let's send it back to Heidi and Colette.
Oh, it's a silly kind of Friday with 6 minutes left. Social media.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to do my best to get through this because I still have two really solid factoids that I must get to.
Yes,
so,
she does.
We ended off with Giselle Tchaikovsky, so good morning to you, Giselle. Chris Bridges, good morning and happy Friday. Chris would like to remind people to be safe, kind, respectful, and help your loved ones when you need it, or when they need it, and offers up a sun, my favorite emoji, and a hibiscus.
A hibiscus.
A hibiscus. Inika, good morning, everyone, all the way from the Netherlands. Inika is tuning in. Good morning, everyone. Have a great day and a good weekend. 2 tulips, a red heart, a coffee, and a cookie. Getting my second vaccination in a few minutes, and a wave. I'm still sneaking up on my first, but good for you, Inika. Okay. Carl, good morning, everyone. Have an amazing weekend. This is Carl Gray from Fergus.
Good morning.
Happy weekend to you as well, Carl, and good morning to you and yours. Honey Brown says, good morning, ladies. Have a wonderful day. Well, good morning to you, and I hope that you have a wonderful day followed by an exceptional weekend, Honey Brown. Okay, Tony Mancuso, good morning. Sun coming up between two Traxalan. Ladies, it's a fantastic start to the weekend. You look great with 3 exclamation points.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Mancuso.
See, I told you that shirt was smoking.
It's actually a dress, but we'll just keep it under.
It says, also game 2 tonight, go Habs go. 2 thumbs up, no you ride this weekend. He's going camping.
He is going away.
Nice.
Yes, have a great weekend.
Bradley, oh no, I lost it. Wait.
What does he have? Does he have a corny dad joke?
He does have another corny dad joke.
I knew it.
Yes, 2.5 minutes left. I heard you.
It is because we're missing Kevin, our primary / master control. He is on vacation. So Kevin, you owe us several terrible dad jokes when you come back.
So Bradley says, I used to run a dating service for chickens. I had to stop. I was struggling to make hens meet.
I can't accept
I think it's hilarious. Okay, and my Bruce Mines community has responded.
I hear that.
Tammy Lynn Badger reminded me of the bear trap. The bear trap was dynamite. Loved the bear trap.
Did you do that dance? Do the bear dance? Do the bear dance?
That's the bear cat.
I know, but
but no, the bear trap was the bear trap was right on the highway, like it was right on the main strip, and they used to do karaoke and a lot of really fun stuff, and they had the best French fries on the planet.
Okay.
So, and I don't say that lightly. No gravy, no gravy.
We know,
okay.
we know.
So thank you, Tammy Lynn. Tammy Beelhartz pops in to say the Bayview, and yes, you are quite right, Tammy. Thank you for watching, Tammy. I didn't know you watched. Tammy is she's beautiful. Lovely.
Beautiful,
Thank you for
Tammy.
watching. And happy birthday to Chris. That's her husband. It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Tammy Lynn Badgeros also responds to Bayview. Merci beaucoup, beautiful day. Thank you for keeping us informed, beautiful ladies. Thank you for the hard work with the gratitude. Thank you. Sabra says, have a great weekend. Enjoy the sunshine. Kimberly says, happy half-day Friday. She's got a Caesar and a sunshine.
Ooh.
And Candy Beaulieu says, happy Friday. How about a Book of the Week Club? My choice this week, Breath by James Nestor.
Awesome idea.
The New Science of a Lost Art. Well, thank you. That's nice to offer that up.
Yeah.
I want to hit my factoids.
Okay.
June 4th, 1983, the
Yes.
Police started a 4-week run at #1 in the UK with Every Breath You Take, which was the group's 5th and final #1 single taken from the band's album Synchronicity. Sting won Song of the Year, and the Police won Best Pop Performance for the song at the '84 Grammy Awards.
Okay.
1 year later, Bruce Springsteen releases the album Born in the USA, which became the best-selling album in 1985 in the US. The album produced a record-tying string of 7 top 10 singles, tied with Michael Jackson's Thriller and Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation.
Oh, we are part of that Rhythm Nation. Have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Have an awesome day today, everybody.